Hey guys,
Hi.
it's time for action. So today we're going to talk about mindset of success. Okay, give you 3 tips that no matter what area in your life, generally these principles will apply. All right. If you don't know us, we're Jay and Jen with Empower People, Empower
Change.
Change.
Yes.
We're all about helping you manage money well as living a plant-based lifestyle if you're trying to do that. But these principles, they can go and fit basically any category. So if you're watching live, good to see you. And if you're watching on a rebroadcast, good to see you too, okay? Or don't be afraid to participate. We love comments.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get right into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is having right people,
Yes.
right influences.
Oh my gosh, you have heard, y'all seen those memes out there with the lions and the little lionesses and lions are following behind them? It's talking about surround yourself with the same people, with the same mindset, because you know what happens when you're around people who don't have any discipline at all, people who are doing whatever they want to do. And it's like you find yourself doing the same exact things as those people. So if you want to be successful, you need to find the right people, the right influencers around you. Find someone that's doing something that you want to do. Of course, like with finances. What's an example of someone with finances?
Us. You got us, Dave Ramsey, Chris Hogan, Rachel Cruz. I can go down a list. There are a lot of people who are doing well financially, broad knowledge, but also living it out.
Yes, His and Her Money. We want to mention those are awesome people to follow on Facebook. Also,
Fresh Start Financial.
Amazing people to follow as well.
So there's no excuse as far as the availability out there. You have to find the right people, right influences. But besides, if you can't find the right people, and also I think it's Drake who said no new friends.
I have no idea.
I gotta challenge you. I gotta challenge you on that. I think it was Drake. You know, if you don't have the right influences, it's time to get some new friends. Okay.
Yes.
But one thing you can do is if you don't know anybody in your area or anybody that's really inspiring around you, guess what? There's 100 people that you can listen to via YouTube, or you can grab a good book with a nice author in it. That'll fill this up. That's like hanging around with people. You know what I mean? Those are like your friends. Right? Yes.
As you see back here on our mantle, we have a lot of books. We have some more in our other cabinet up front. But when we were on our journeys, I had to surround myself with Instagram people that I had no idea who they were. I surrounded myself with just audio books from YouTube, because I didn't have those physical people around me that was doing something that we wanted to do. I should say we wanted to do. So we just had to do it virtually and, all electronic. And it works, but you have to have, what helped is having him beside me making the same changes as I wanted to make and he wanted to make. So we had our little mastermind group going on together.
Yeah. So essentially just keep that point in mind. It's like, if you play sports, you want to play against somebody who's more skilled than you are. That way you get better.
Yes.
Okay? You play against people who are lower skilled, it's going to be hard to push yourself.
And a great example too, really quick, is like, okay, if you want to get good at basketball, but you're only hanging around friends who are only interested in baseball or soccer, are you really going to get good at basketball?
That's a good point.
Good point right there.
Good point. All right. Next thing we're going to talk about is, you've heard this before. Very cliche, but very true. Okay.
Yes.
Basically, no matter what success book you're going to read, that principle is probably going to be underlying.
Yeah. Yes. Also, Think and Grow Rich, one of my favorite books. Oh, that book is so deep. It talks about all through it about not giving up. This success are only successful because they didn't give up. That's like 1 + 1 = 2. They did not give up. The people who failed gave up. So let that be a lesson to you. Like, whatever you want to do in life, I don't care if you're on your 150th eating plan to lose 50 pounds, don't give up. Keep going, keep trying, okay?
All right, cool. Yes. I think you pretty much summed it up.
Absolutely.
Like I said, you guys, it's very cliche, but it can't be emphasized enough because you automatically fail if you just quit and jump out.
And it's like common sense almost. It's like one of those basic things. Is like, okay, don't give up. But then it's like, no, really, just don't give up. That's what's gonna help you be successful.
Yeah. And sometimes giving up, it doesn't always mean doing the same exact thing all the time. You might have to switch it up along the way, but that's still a part of the plan. It's still part of going in that direction.
Yes.
You know? Sometimes you might just be doing the same thing. You might be doing it wrong. In that case, it's not about giving up, but it's learning a new strategy and getting some, like I said, going back to your friends, your influences, and finding out, okay, what am I doing wrong?
This is not working, so let me change something. So important. So important.
Definitely. All right, you guys, we're going to move on to our last point.
Last point.
Right? Investments. When I talk about investments, I'm not talking about 401s. I'm not talking about the stock market. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about putting your money and your time where your mouth is. Okay? No more, oh, I'm going to, or I want to. But if you say you're planning to do something and you want to do it, go ahead, put some time in it, put some money in it. Be like, okay, I don't know how to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay somebody to help walk me through this. Okay, I'm going to invest into this for myself. And I'm going to show up at those appointments because I paid for it already. And I'm gonna go and grow in this.
That is such a great point. You know, one thing that we hear people say about, you know, whether it's a financial class or whether it's getting a coach, oh, why would I pay someone to help me with money? It's because you haven't gotten it yet and you're struggling and you don't know what you're doing and you keep just doing the same things over and over again and you don't want to be insane. So investing in yourself is so important for your goals. If you want to sit there and go to the movies and buy whatever foods you want and order movies on the television and buy shoes and clothes and all that stuff, it's like you're investing in yourself. So why not invest in your goals? Why not? One thing that we always tell people when they pay for financial coaching, we offer financial coaching, so please check it out in the description. One thing we always tell people, trust me, the payoff is going to be astronomical, not just for your here and now, but for your generations to come. So don't be so like, oh, well, I don't want to, pay $150 for coaching because like, what's the point? Listen, trust me, you're going to make that times over and over and over again for your future. We saw it. We invested in our financial peace university years ago, and we see it today. It's like, thank God we did that.
Yeah. And I like the point that you made because it's investing. That means that you should get more than you put into it, right?
Yes.
If you're just paying for something that you get, if you're just going to throw your information to the side in a book or something and just leave it there for 3 years, like, oh, what happened to the thing I was going to do? Then it's not an investment, but investment is getting your return. Absolutely. So you put the work in so you can get your return. Go ahead and calendar block, put something on your schedule. If you're trying to prioritize, you're trying to side hustle, time block that. You know what I mean? Be like, okay, my Saturday mornings are going to be my part-time thing of working on my craft or learning a new skill or whatever you're trying to do. Okay. So keep that in mind. You got anything else to say about that?
No, that's all. So please just think of, you are valuable. You have an amazing purpose in this life. And it is so super important that you invest in whatever is needed to make that that thought, all those creative ideas you're having in your head. It's so important to invest time, invest money if you have to, whatever it takes for that to come to fruition. So don't sell yourself short. Please don't do that. You are worth it. You are so worth it.
Yes. So after we because of timing, we do want to speak a little bit about Juneteenth.
Yes.
And bless you guys who are celebrating out there. Kind of new thing. Well, it's not new, but it seems like a lot of people like, how do you really celebrate this? Like, what do you really do? You know what I'm saying? Does it look kind of like July 4th, or does it look different? What is that? I would love to hear that in the comments. If you guys have ways that you are celebrating Juneteenth today, go ahead and leave that in the comments. We would love to kind of explore that. But
so you want me to cap off more on Juneteenth?
Yeah, go ahead.
So what we wanted to talk about is, people look at that you know, we can have the barbecues, have the fireworks, have all that. But let's look a little deeper. Let's look a little deeper. What was that? What was Juneteenth, June 19th, 1865 for? It was the last group of slaves heard that they were free. And of course, we know that that was like the beginning of other atrocities that happened to the Black community. But you're in 2020. No country is perfect. We totally get that, okay? But we want to encourage you. Like, what moves are you making in your life to help you have a freedom? Whether it's financial freedom, whether it's free from health problems, things like that. So it's time to make some of those changes in your life so that you're not slave to debt. You're not slave to poor money habits. You're not slave to always being sick, always going to the doctor because you have some health problems and it's related to just food. So that's what we want you to connect those dots. What can you do to make extra moves for your future?
Yeah. I guess I got a couple points too to leave off on that, which one is, okay, what are we doing with our freedom? Okay, because it can't just stop being like free and not being a slave is not enough. But I believe that we go to extra. We help others. You know, we if you're a believer and you have a freedom in Christ, we don't do the things we used to do, so that we can start doing new things and blessing other people. You know what I mean? Yes. But even if you're not a believer, there's just so much that we can do. It's just like, what are you doing with that freedom? You know. We just come a long way, and you know we still got a long way to go as far as humanity, really. But the other point that I want to make is, you know, we're not done. We're not done with. There's still people in human trafficking. There's still people, you know, sex slavery and work slavery, and maybe in the States, maybe out of the States, wherever, you know, in our backyard. So it's like this stuff is still real. You know, so let's not just kick back. Let's just be like, okay, what do we do next? How do we use our freedom? How do we attack these things? All right. So there are some cool organizations. God willing, we can get some stuff together and put it in description if you're looking for somebody or something to give to make change. And that would be awesome. But just remember, you know, this stuff is not done. It's not done.
And we have I don't think it'll ever be done, to be honest with you, because if there's sin in the world, it ain't ever gonna be done. All right, until Jesus come back.
But it is a good day, a good time to celebrate, you know, what was done and the progress that we have seen. Absolutely. So I don't want to gloss over that. All right. So if we don't really have anything else for you guys, thank you for tuning in today. If you're watching this on the rebroadcast, we appreciate you checking out this video. For more videos like this, if you're on Facebook, you go ahead and like the page so you can get notifications. If you're on YouTube, you can go ahead and subscribe. We believe in helping you to manage your money successfully, as well as live a plant-based lifestyle. Okay. Feel free to leave a comment, and we're done.
Bye.